You think having no friends is your biggest problem. But what if it's actually your biggest advantage? Sounds wrong, right? Because everywhere you look, you're told that friendship equals happiness, that being alone means something is wrong with you, that if you don't have people around you, you're somehow falling behind in life. So you start questioning yourself, why don't I fit in? Why does everyone else seem connected, except me? And slowly, quietly, you begin to feel like you're missing out on something important. But what most people don't realize about this is what's silently destroying their life. You wake up, scroll through your phone. You see people laughing together, hanging out, living what looks like a perfect social life. And there you are alone, no messages, no plans, no one checking in. So you distract yourself, videos, games, endless scrolling, you tell yourself it's fine. That you don't need anyone, but deep down it stings. Because humans are wired for connection. And when you don't have it, your mind starts playing tricks on you. You overthink everything. You replay conversations that never even happened. You imagine what it would be like to belong somewhere. And then you start settling. You accept surface-level interactions, fake conversations, people who don't really care, just to feel something. But at the end of the day, you're still alone. And this cycle repeats again and again. But here's the truth. The problem isn't that you don't have friends. The problem is why you want them. Most people don't actually want real connection. They want validation. They want to feel accepted, to feel seen, to feel like they matter. And that's where everything goes wrong. Because when you chase friendship out of loneliness, you attract the wrong people. You tolerate disrespect. You ignore red flags. You become someone you're not just to fit in. And that's the real danger, not being alone, but losing yourself in the process of trying not to be. You don't realize it yet, but being alone is one of the few times in life where you're forced to meet the real version of yourself. No distractions, no masks, no noise, just you, and most people run from that. Fast forward 5 years. You surrounded yourself with people just to avoid being alone. But those people, they were temporary, they were shallow. They were never really there for you. Now you're older, more tired, more confused. And you start realizing something painful. You wasted years trying to belong somewhere you were never meant to be. You ignored your growth, your goals, your potential, all for people who didn't even notice. And that's when it hits you. Being alone wasn't the problem. Choosing the wrong people was. This is where everything changes. You don't need more people. You need more clarity. You need to understand that loneliness is not a punishment. It's a phase. A powerful one. Because when you stop chasing people, you start building yourself. You start focusing on your habits, your mindset, your direction. You realize something most people never do. That being alone gives you something rare. Freedom, freedom to think, freedom to grow, freedom to become someone strong enough that you don't need approval anymore. And ironically, that's when the right people start showing up. Not because you're chasing them, but because you finally know your worth. You don't need to change your whole life. Just your next decision. Stop begging for connection. Start becoming someone worth connecting with. The truth is, you were never behind. You were just in a different phase. A phase most people are too afraid to go through because it's uncomfortable. It's quiet. It forces you to face yourself. But on the other side of that discomfort is strength, clarity, self-respect. No one is coming to fix your life. No one is responsible for filling that emptiness inside you. That's your job. And once you do, you won't just attract friends, you'll attract the right ones. The life you want. The people you want. The respect you want. It all starts the moment you stop running from being alone and start using it. The question is, what are you going to do about it?